everybody, it's Brian. Just wanted to do a quick review of our 2-week now experience with HelloFresh. So, first of all, what I'll say is that most of the meals that we've had, pardon me, I have a cold also, but most of the meals that we've had have been pretty tasty. I would say that the portions, some of them are right on par with what they should be, some of them are a little small. I have had some pretty bad quality control from an ingredients perspective. So the first week that we had the service, we did this rosemary demi-glace pork chop recipe with mashed potatoes and roasted veggies, and it's basically roasted carrots. And I had 2 carrots that were completely rotted and another one that was like very rubbery and soft. I did file a support request, and HelloFresh was quick to issue me like a $23 credit. The thing with their credits, though, is you can't take advantage of any of the credits that you get for wrong or missing ingredients until you've exhausted all of the discounted boxes that you qualify for. So I think in our case, we have 8 boxes that we qualify for. What I'll say too is that we had this, where was it? Sweet chili beef and green bean bowls that we were looking very much forward to having. One of the ingredients on here is jasmine rice, and there was no rice in the bag. And I didn't actually happen to have any jasmine rice in the house. Well, I did, but it was just a little too small of a portion for the full meal. We've also had several potatoes that are black and have like white mold growing on them. Let's see, we also had this week, what was that dish? Oh, here's another one, pecan crusted chicken. This one was not impressed with at all. The flavors, I can definitely cook something more tasty than what this comes as. But the thing that kind of threw me off on this one is it calls for a mixed green salad with apple slices and then like a lemon vinaigrette dressing. So I opened the bag and there's no mixed green salad mix. And instead what they did was they included a full head, I guess you will, if you will, of romaine lettuce, which those of you that like salads, romaine lettuce isn't anything remotely close to mixed green salads. But this dish, the pecan crusted chicken, was not impressed with the flavor at all. The breading didn't really stay on the chicken very well, so I wasn't impressed with this one. Let's see, tonight we had the Figgy balsamic pork. This was very good. The tenderloin was really good choices of meat that they sent. And I did carrots, and instead of potatoes, because they seem to be very heavy on potatoes and carbs, instead of potatoes, I did Brussels sprouts that I happen to have had some leftovers of. Let's see, the chicken sausage and spinach ricotta ravioli. This one was really good. We really enjoyed the sauce on this one, and the sausage was pretty good too, the chicken sausage mix. The Italian chicken and pepper sandos, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but this one was very good also. We thoroughly enjoyed this one. I would say that for me, the little baguette that comes is probably about this long. So for dinner, to just have this type of a sandwich with a little pile of potato wedges was a little more like a lunch rather than a dinner. We talked about the rosemary demi-glace pork chops. We had the meatloaf parm. This one was really good also. The ground beef that they send, I think, is an 85-15 mix. And it is very, very juicy. And we thoroughly enjoyed this recipe as well. Ethan did a great job on this one, especially with the breading for the Parmesan part of it. This lemony spaghetti with Brussels sprouts, this was really, really good. It was very fresh. The lemon really cut through. The Brussels sprouts shredded up was a nice touch. We really liked that. I think our favorite meal was the melty Monterey Jack burgers. These were like, oh, so good. One of the other ingredients that we had trouble with was for this meatloaves with creamy thyme sauce. And it says plus garlic mashed potatoes and green beans. But if you look at the picture, it has Brussels sprouts. And on the app, when I added it to my box, it also said Brussels sprouts. But the card now says green beans. And of course, they shipped it with green beans and not Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts is what we wanted. So I filed something with them for that. So right now, I have probably, I think it's like $147 worth of credits with HelloFresh. But as I said, I can't do anything with them until I exhaust all of my discounted boxes. Now, my discounted boxes, what I'll say is we're currently averaging, we're doing 4 meals a week, 4 servings each, and we're pretty much coming down to about $8 to $9 per serving for cost. I'm pretty positive some of the stuff I could go to the store and buy the ingredients and make the dish myself, and it would be much less than $8 or $9 per serving. But we're giving it a try, and we're probably going to be stopping the service next week just because of all the quality control problems that I've had. But all in all, it's really cool to not have the age-old question every night of, what do you want for dinner? What do you want for dinner? I don't care. What do you want for dinner? And it's been awesome to work with Ethan to try and cook the meals also, so we're really happy about that. And it's just convenient to open up the fridge and see a bag that has a label on it that is that particular meal's bag. And you just take it out, get the protein that goes with it, and start cooking away. We're probably going to try one of the other services just to see what that one's like after we cancel our subscription with HelloFresh. But all in all, I would say if they could get the ingredients correct at least 80% of the time, and you could get the per serving price a little bit lower than $8 or $9 per serving, I think it would be really awesome to just do this on a regular basis. But you know, we're doing like $120 something a week for 4 meals, 4 servings each. Sorry, it was 5 meals, 4 servings each. Next week, we're cutting our last box down to, I think, 3 meals, 4 servings each. So that one's a little bit less expensive, but you'd expect that since it's less servings. But all in all, good food, very convenient option, but it is pricey and they don't always get the ingredients right. However, I do give them a big thumbs up for how quickly they respond to customer service issues. So hope this was helpful. Thanks.